1987 PUSA 5-cent coin. Today, we're focusing on one specific year and one specific mint mark that holds the secret to one of the most exciting finds in modern numismatics, the 1987 Jefferson Nickel. It was minted in huge numbers, over 371 million. Yet, collectors are paying hundreds, even over 1,800 for a single one of these coins. Why? The answer lies in 6 tiny lines on the back of the coin. Stick around as we break down the history of the 1987 P, discuss its surprisingly high mintage, and, most importantly, show you the one critical feature you need to look for that turns a 5-cent piece into a potentially high-value collectible. Let's start the hunt. The 1987 P nickel is a product of the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark found on the obverse, to the right of Thomas Jefferson's portrait. A coin specifications, designer, Felix Schlag. Composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight and diameter, 5.00 grams, 21.20 millimeters. Mintage, a massive 371,499,481 business strike coins. B. The face value reality. Let's be clear, a heavily circulated 1987 P nickel is worth face value 5 cents. Because of the enormous mintage, finding a circulated one is common. Even if you find one in very fine condition, the value is still negligible, maybe 10 or 20 cents. However, the 1987 date is significant because of what happened at the mint around this time. In the mid-80s, the U.S. Mint began strengthening the dies used to strike the nickels. This led to stronger strikes and better overall details, which is absolutely vital for the feature that defines its true collector value. This is where you grab your magnifying glass. The value of a 1987 P nickel hinges almost entirely on a concept called refers to the terraced steps leading up to the entrance of Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's Virginia home, depicted on the reverse of the coin. There are 6 distinct steps. On most nickels, these steps are weakly struck or become quickly worn in circulation, appearing mushy and incomplete. For a coin to qualify for the full steps designation, all 6 steps must be visible, complete, and separate from each other. Specifically, the 3 short steps at the top must be clearly separated from each other and the porch floor above. The 3 long steps at the bottom must be clearly defined and separate. Why is 1987 important? The 1987 P is one of the earliest years where the improved dies really started making a difference. While earlier years are notoriously difficult to find with full steps, the 1987 P offers a better chance. It's an ideal coin for full steps enthusiasts. A high-grade 1987 P nickel, professionally graded, has a recorded auction sale price of approximately $1,800. Even in a slightly lower grade like MS66, you could be looking at 30 to 50 or more. This is an enormous premium for a coin that started as 5 cents. While full steps is the main draw, no modern coin is immune to the occasional mint error. The 1987 P is no exception, though authenticated errors are naturally much rarer than full steps. Look for subtle doubling on the letters, particularly in the motto "In God We Trust" or the date 1987. While major, high-value DDoS are more common on other dates, minor doubling can and does exist on the 1987 P, adding significant value if authenticated. 2 die breaks and die cracks. The 87 dies were tough, but not invincible. Check the fields of the coin and along the rims for thin, raised lines. These are die cracks, which occur when the die begins to break apart. A major CUD would turn this common date into an instant, high-dollar error coin. 3 off-center strikes, Keep an eye out for any coin where the design is noticeably shifted, causing part of the design to be missing and leaving a crescent-shaped blank area. The higher the percentage of off-center, the greater the value. When roll hunting 1987 nickels, always inspect the area around Monticello first. If the steps look strong, then proceed to check for any doubling or cracks with your loupe. You now know what to look for, but how do you actually find these elusive full steps? It requires patience and the right gear. 1. Light and magnification. You absolutely need a good source of light and at least a 10x or 20x magnification loupe or microscope. The steps are small, and circulation wear can be deceptive. 2. Look for the luster. Full steps are almost exclusively found on coins that saw little to no circulation. Look for nickels that have their original mint luster. A dull, gray coin is almost certainly worn and won't have the full steps. 3. The strike lines. When viewing the steps on Monticello, look for the clean, sharp lines that separate the 6 steps. If you see any evidence of metal flow smoothing them out, it is not a full steps coin. The lines must be distinct and separate all the way across. 4. The D versus P mints. While both the 1987 P and 1987 D can have full steps, the Philadelphia coins often have a slightly better overall strike quality, making them a favorite for hunters. Don't ignore the D mint, but the P is your primary target for quality. The 1987 P Jefferson Nickel is a perfect example of a common coin with a rare, valuable secret. While the mintage was high, the number of coins that escaped the mint with a perfect, and then avoided circulation is incredibly low. So, the next time you get a roll of nickels or dig through your change jar, remember to look beyond the 5 cents. Check that date, grab that magnifier, and let the hunt for the begin. You could be holding a small fortune. Have you ever found a full steps nickel? Let me know the best year you've found in the comments below. If this video helped you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting guides. Until next time, keep checking your change, and happy collecting.